When I did the live stream last night, one of the supporters stated that Coach Prime isn't afraid to face fear. And when I looked at that, when I look back on that statement that he made, I'm beginning to understand the things that Coach Prime has been speaking into existence, and it's happening right before our eyes. Because we've already heard, the conversation about, hey, they don't want to play North Dakota State. Hey, when you going to play Alabama? All of these different teams that people are wanting to see Jackson State play. And Coach Prime, he said, he just made the statement like, listen, let me get another recruiting cycle or two underneath my belt because we need them big fellas up front. You already know, in order to get out there and compete, you got to have the big dogs up front. You don't have the big dogs up front, guess what? You're going to have a problem. And I believe Coach Prime is actually doing just what he said, walking like he talking, right? But what he got going on right here to where they're looking to position themselves to do just that, we're going to talk about it right after this. It's your favorite coach back at it again. 10 toes down, about to tell you how it all went down. This is Tomorrow Leader Sports Network with your host, Coach Walker. If you're new to the channel, please like, share, subscribe. Hit that notification bell so you can get all upcoming videos. For all my leaders out there, welcome back. Y'all know the drill. Y'all know the routine. If you haven't done so already, please like, comment, and share these videos. And tap in a friend or two. Tell them to come on in. It's never positive vibes. We're just having a good time talking about HBCU sports. And don't forget, you can follow us on all social media platforms. The links are listed down below in the description. So without further ado, we're going to go ahead and tap on in this thing and get straight to it. Because I know y'all like, Coach, what you got popping over there? Well, look, don't forget, we're going to do the predictions. I got a prediction video that's coming, as well as a couple other things that I'm going to go ahead and drop for you guys this week so that we can go ahead and get this thing rolling. We're in week 2 now. Everybody should be rocking and rolling as far as the teams that they're going to be playing. So I'm going to give you guys a couple of games that we're going to be looking at, and we're going to go ahead and put that out in the atmosphere so you guys can see what Coach is talking about when it comes down to game time. We've heard the multiple conversations about Jackson State going after linemen that's bigger, stronger, faster, disciplined, and have good character. Jackson State has been going after those type of players, especially when it comes down to the big fellas up front on the offensive and defensive side of the ball. We just heard about Jackson State getting USC transfer Maximus Gibbs into the program, who played in 8 games while at USC. He's an offensive lineman. He's an inside offensive lineman. He played high school football at St. John's Bosco High School. Now, this young man is 6'7", 390 pounds. Yes, this young man is a load. He is the pancake master. He's looking to pancake any lineman that line up in front of him. Now, if you want that work and you think you that guy that's going to take down Maximus Gibbs, go ahead and line up and watch him drive your behind 20 yards down the field. He believes in you don't stop until what? The whistle blows. If the whistle ain't blown, we ain't stopping. And he going to drive your tail down the field, making sure that those lanes for them running backs to run through are huge. This is a big fella getting after it on the ball. This young man is swift of foot. I say that all the time, swift of foot. He can get after it laterally. He can get after it as far as pulling left to right. This young man has great footwork. He can get the job done out there on the offensive line of scrimmage. My biggest question is, when is he going to play? I'm waiting to see this young man get out there on the field and put that work in. But I'm not going to get too far ahead of myself and just get overly excited. Say, man, y'all need to put Maximus in because the job that the big fellas did last week in the Orange Blossom Classic, you got to give them their props because no one expected to see what took place in the 59-3 butt whooping that Jackson State handed FAMU. And that game was won where? In the trenches. There's nowhere in the world QB1 Shedeur Sanders had that type of time in the pocket to throw the ball around the field in the manner in which he did, as well as the running backs running the ball in the manner in which they did as well. And when you're getting 4 yards per pop, you're getting 4 yards a pop per carry, hey, you got to give props what props is due. But they're not stopping there. Coach Brewster is on the trail, baby. Hey, listen, Coach Brewster ain't playing no games with this thing, all right? They are really looking at what's needed for them to get this thing to the next level. I see a lot of the comments as far as with Jackson State, fans and Jackson State alums and those that are a part of the Jackson State family want to see Jackson State just go ahead and take that thing up to another level when it comes to with the football team. And I respectfully understand all of that. But you know what? Coach Brewster, he stated as well, in order for us to do that, we got to have them big dogs. And guess what? They found another one. Yes, they found another one. Class of 2023. Listen, they add this next young man into this program. This is going to be scary. That's all I'm going to tell you right now. This young man, like I stated, is class of 2023. His name is Jordan Hall, 3-star recruit, offensive tackle with 6.5 wingspan. Hey, my wingspan is 76, 74. This kid is 86. This is crazy, man. Listen, you think you're going to fire off on the ball on him, by the time you make your first step, that hand is already up in your chest, guide you wherever he wants to take you. This big fella can really get it. Hey, this big fella can move. He has good footwork as well. You know, got still season up a little things here and there. But the thing is bringing him into the program, ingratiating him into what they already have, and being able to build on that along with the other athletes that they're looking to bring into the program. Man, this is crazy. This young man can shift his hips. He can sink. Look, 6'8", and you can sink your hips to get your hands up in somebody's chest, making sure that they're not coming around you when they're trying to either swim you, bull rush you, they're trying to sink down and get up underneath you. He's already on you by the time you make your move. So it's like a stalemate. You're stalemated as soon as you fire off on that ball. And not only that, but he's driving you down the field as well, pancaking you behind. So just think, Maximus coming into the Jackson State program, I believe he has, 4 years of eligibility left. And then you have this young man that he just received an offer from Jackson State for him to come into the program. Man, wait a minute. If he chooses to go to Jackson State, this is going to be scary, man. I stated before, Coach Prime and the Jackson State Tigers football program, they're taking this thing to another level. They're not playing no games with this anymore. And that was something that I stated in the live stream last night. Everybody got to understand it's time to step your game up when it comes to recruiting. I know, just like myself, I was a little, I was nervous last night on the live because that's the first live I've done in a long time. But I say this to make my point. We're all nervous when it comes down to stepping outside the box. But guess what? You only fail if you don't try. You got to try. Not saying the coaches are not trying, but it's time for everybody to get out there, get out. Coach Prime and Coach Brewster and the recruiting staff continue to keep getting athletes like this coming to the program. We're going to see a lot more of what happened at FAMU happening every week. That's what's getting ready to happen. And I really want to see, I'm just saying, guys, I like a little parity. I want to see these teams get out here, go recruit these kids that's actually going to come into the program and be impactful. Not coming to the program because you're a big name, they got a couple of stars from you, and you came from a Power 5 school, and you really didn't contribute in the manner in which, a lot of folks thought you were, as much as a lot of people thought you were contributing. That's all Coach is saying. I want to see you get that action. Coach Prime, Coach Brewster, and the Jackson State coaching staff, they're not playing. They offered this young man to come into their program. That core offensive line is going to be crazy for years to come if this young man decides he's going to come to Jackson State to continue his football career. This is going to be nuts. But guys, I'm going to go ahead and get up out of here. I'm sure this young man is going to get more offers. He's a class of 2023. Y'all wanted to know when Coach Prime is going to play bigger name schools. If they get into athletes like this in another recruiting cycle, you're going to see it happen. You're going to see it happen. And guess what? There's no need for nobody else to question anything else that's going on. Now the major thing is going to be how we're going to move the goalposts as things progress. Congratulations to Maximus Gibbs on continuing his collegiate football career with Jackson State. And congratulations to Jordan Hall on receiving an offer from Jackson State University to continue your football career once you graduate in 2023. I definitely look forward to seeing which direction this young man is going to go, because this is going to be scary. Look at what this, boy, let me get out. Let me go. Coach going to go ahead and get up out of here. But until next time, remember, be the one and lead.